Hey guys, it's Bethany Finch with American Made Home Solutions. Happy Good Friday! Hey, I'm so excited. Look, I dressed up. It's not dress down Friday, it's dress up Friday. Why is that, you ask? Because it's Good Friday. Although it was a horrible time 2,000 years ago that wreaked despair for a lot of people, we know the rest of the story, and we know what happened 3 days later that brought hope to the rest of the entire world. So because of that, we want to continue to instill hope. We just heard again more news last night, and I don't even watch the news, guys. This is how bad it is. About how the government money is already running out and businesses are getting denied, and more despair, more doom, more gloom. But then I remembered, who are we? We are Americans. We in the Pacific Northwest, we know how to come together. We in the United States, we know what it means to work hard. And guess what? There was a lot of times in this country's history that that's what it took to come together and survive, whether it was a plague, an epidemic, a war or a crisis, taking down tyranny. We have hundreds and hundreds of situations and examples that we can draw on. And we in the Pacific Northwest have a big example that just happened a few years back with the Oso landslide. It was a good example. Yes, it was a horrible time, and many of us still have a very hard time with it, even to this day. But good can come from the ashes, and that's exactly what we want to happen. We want to help you guys, and in doing so, we're all going to help each other. But let me explain this, because it's a new concept to many of us. Back when America started, we didn't have money. We didn't even have a currency because we were a brand new country. People came together and they bartered. So no cash, no problem. This is how it worked. We want to help do the same thing. When we helped work with that amazing team out at Oso, we did the exact same thing. We brought the community together, and in doing so, everybody was able to help one another out, and millions of dollars literally flowed through our community and allowed our community to not just survive, but to grow closer and have hope and move forward. We know this isn't going to end today or tomorrow. It's going to go on for quite a few more months. There will be lasting ramifications. So what we want to do right now, we're going to be making calls. Everybody on my team is going to be making calls. I know they're excited about those calls, but when we're going to be making calls, we're going to be reaching out to all of the as many of the local businesses as we can. Yes, all of them are on our list, but we can't always reach out to everybody. There's only so much time and so many voices we have, right? So we're coming live right now, because if you are one of the small businesses, we want to continue to help. So what we're going to be doing is we'll be calling you, but if you're seeing this video, please either private message us or drop it down below, but let us know. So for instance, here's a perfect example. One of the times we received a semi-truckload of popcorn at the Oso slide area. We're like, what are we going to do with all this popcorn? Well, the first responders desperately needed that. Why? Because it helped them deal with nervous energy. We had no idea, but we just started handing it out. And we're not asking you to donate stuff, all right? What we're looking at and what we're trying to do is we're trying to help make connections. So for instance, maybe you have a commercial kitchen because you're a restaurant that got shut down, but you still have a commercial kitchen. Maybe there's a caterer who doesn't have a kitchen that could produce meals per se, like for delivery, and you weren't really set up for that, so your menu is different or things of that nature, and maybe we're able to connect the two of you together, and now you start a delivery service, right? Or maybe you have all this food that's going to go to waste because an order came in that you couldn't stop, and now you need to know what to do with it. And maybe we're able to coordinate meals to first responders, okay? And first responders doesn't just mean, for those of you out there, you know my first responders, I know you and I both know, but the rest of the world, first responders isn't just EMTs and firefighters and policemen. It is also nurses and doctors that are on the front line, working in these medical clinics and dealing with everybody else. Those are first responders just the same, okay? So we are not forgetting our nurses and doctors. But maybe you have empty space. Maybe you have a warehouse or a factory or a storage area that is now empty because you have no inventory. Maybe that's something we're able to utilize to set up and do something where we can create social distancing, but we can still provide and meet a need that's necessary in our area and in our community. I don't know all the details yet, but they are forthcoming because that's how creativity works. The spark gets going, and through it, we all work together. And I know that we have an amazing group of people that wants to continue to help and grow our community, but also bring hope and unite one another. And to do that, we want to work with you. So private message us or drop it down below and let us know maybe what you have to offer, or maybe if it's not necessarily what you have to offer, I should say, maybe it's what you need. So for instance, obviously everybody needs cash, all right? We get that, everybody gets that. But we might be able to figure out another way to meet that need. For instance, if the need is cash to pay debt, well, you can contact us and we can teach you and show you, and we can help you negotiate things like we've been doing with so many others. And in doing so, it alleviates that need for cash. Or maybe and many of you may not have even known that we do credit repair and credit counseling and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you didn't know that. Or maybe you're an electrician who they've deemed as unessential, and you're like, well, what do I have? Well, maybe you have a bunch of guys that are on standby, right? They're unemployed, they don't have anything, but maybe we could utilize them somewhere else in an essential situation that in turn creates another need that gets met, and then in turn that need creates another one, and vice versa. I know many of the churches have shut-ins and different things, elderly people, and they don't have enough young people or non-at-risk people in their church to provide meals or go get groceries and things for these families. And so as churches, we could be helping other churches. As youth groups, we could be helping other teens, other kids. Some of these kids, yes, the school districts are providing lunches, but they can't get to them. So maybe it's a matter of we go around and we help deliver. Who knows? I don't know all the details, like I said, but maybe, just maybe, I know for a fact we can pull this off. We've done it before, time and again, and this is no different. So private message us or drop it down below and let us know what is your need as a business and what might you have. Like I said, it may seem weird, bizarre, I have cases of magazines, whatever, but you never know how it might come into play. I know some people might have tickets to events and people are leery of traveling, things of this nature. So let us know and we will continue to get in touch with you and reach out to you guys. We'll be making calls, but then we'll continue to compile all the data and information, and then we'll reach out to everybody by email. So make sure that we have your email address and you're in our system as well, because we want to continue to help everybody not just survive, but grow and thrive. And for those of you who recognize that this is Easter weekend and we are looking forward to a happy Resurrection Day, we also know that Easter services are going to look a little different this year. So if you're looking for a place to worship with others and celebrate the Resurrection Day, those of you that don't know, we'd love for you to join us virtually online at Northwest Baptist Church in Marysville. You can check in at any time. Services start at 11, and it's all virtually online, so you don't have to worry about social distancing or anything. But I might encourage you, dress up. It'll make you feel better. It'll remind you there's still hope, there's still life, and it's still going on. So we're looking forward and excited about this Friday. We hope you are as well. Make sure that you let us know either by private message or put it in the comments below. And by all means, share this video. We want to get the word out to anybody and everybody who owns a business, and especially a small business, so that we can all come together. Many of you guys may not know that the famous Beverly Hills Hotel almost was on bankruptcy's door and got saved by doing this exact same thing. So we want to help continue. Look what the big corporations did. We can do the same thing on a smaller scale. So that's exactly what we want to do. Have a fantastic Friday, and hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. Bye for now.